Hi, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My channel is dedicated to intergenerational cycle breaking, and I am so honored to share this space with you. It would really mean a lot to me if you could like, share, and subscribe to this video or this channel because that really helps my channel grow. If you resonate with this energy, don't forget to turn on notifications because then you're going to be alerted to when I actually make these videos. I know sometimes the algorithm can be all wonky. So, before we get started, let's amplify the space with some moon water. This is from the full moon in Capricorn. And let's get you an oracle card. I was drawn to the divination of the ancients again. For some reason, this one has been really wanting to come through, even in my personal readings. So we got Black Cat Good Luck. Are you joking? That's so cute. Whenever I look at this card, I also have a black cat named Luna. So that might be a synchronicity for you, but I always think Luna has been such a bringer of good luck in my life. So it makes me very happy. Let's move on. So good luck. Oh my God, the cards are just like flying out. All right, great. So the overall energy is the Ace of Wands, and I'm really noticing the egg in there. I'm not even like, it's not even that I visualized it or can see it in my mind's eye. I can like feel this readiness. It's almost like I'm in an egg and I can feel like it's time for me to like crack out of the egg for some reason. It feels like I'm feeling warm. There's like a warmth right now, and I just want to like crack out of whatever I want to say, even cage. It feels like you've been gestating or something like that. Something has been gestating in your world. Something has been like moving underneath the surface, and it almost feels like now I'm getting a sprout wanting to come out of soil. So there's definitely this like emergence energy coming through, and it seems like the black cat is providing you with good luck. Okay, I have to like say the incantation because I forgot to. So cute. Okay, so ready? My luck has changed, well fancy that, as my path crossed with a black cat, and so I win in all I do. With feline help my dreams come true. So cats might be very significant for you right now. I know that one of my really good friend, she just actually had kittens underneath her deck. There was actually, fun facts, a black cat that was like a stray feral cat that was like roaming around her neighborhood. And out of all of the places, the cat ended up choosing her her deck, which is kind of cute and hilarious. So if like you're getting, maybe you already have a cat, or maybe the cat distribution system is coming for you. I actually know a few people like on Substack also got cats, which is so cute. And I'm just, yeah, so I wonder if there's something to, ooh, okay, here we go. The Lionsgate portal. The Lionsgate portal is happening this year, 2026. These messages are timeless, but this energy might be significant for whenever you view this video. um from July 27th, I believe, until August 8th. So be very aware of what seeds you are planting and what you are visualizing for your future, because I'm going to tell you, last year I planted seeds and they have it's interesting to see what has sprouted and what has like come about. So it didn't happen in the way that I expected it to, but it's very, very rewarding. So just be very careful with like what you are saying and like what you're doing. Like I don't really want to say careful, like be intentional. I don't think it's necessarily about being careful, because I think being careful implies that, there's something negative. So I don't want to say that. I want to say like, I want to say careful in a way of like, when there is a seed, when there is something new that's being sprouted. I just started a garden this year. And when there were new sprouts that were occurring, they were quite fragile at the very beginning. So I think it's really important for you to just like be very cautious, be very like careful in what you are creating, but in a way that's like emphasis on the care aspect of it, if that makes sense. So what do you need to know? Oh my goodness, interesting. Okay. Wow. Your persistence is paying off. I got 3 cards here. So we got the 9 of Wands. Your persistence, your efforts are not going to waste. Whatever it is that you're cultivating, I see you being very tired. I see you being a little exhausted, like a little exhausted is an understatement, but you know what I mean. I think I see you being tired, and but I see you connecting. I see you connecting with your higher self. I see you connecting with the yin and yang energy, which is found in this specific card, right? You see the night and you see the day. That was interesting. That's actually been something I was really thinking about all day today already, where I was kind of thinking about how the nighttime, right? So many of us view our shadows as this like really scary thing, and shadow work can be like, I guess it's difficult. Like I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's difficult. But at the same time, when I think about the nighttime is a little dangerous, right? I don't know if you've gone camping or anything, but I remember I went camping earlier this year, or I guess like a month or two ago, and I was so scared at nighttime. Like there's critters out there, and you don't have a lot of light, and it's like it's very wild outside. Um, but at the same time, I don't know, you just feel so alive in it. So I think that there's something to do with that, with your darkness. Maybe there's something within your shadows, like a very wild part of you that wants to come to light. And what you need to know is that I think that you're learning a new way of governing yourself. You're learning how to hold sovereignty. And this has been a long time coming, because the 9 of Wands is really giving me this energy of like, it's been lifetimes for you to figure this out on earth. I think that you're an old soul. I think that you're someone who resonates with that term deeply. Like, I think that when you were a kid, people were like, oh, you're so wise. You're such an old soul. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that energy. You've just always been considered an old soul with people. And I think that a part of you resonates with that, while another part of you is this eternal child. So I see that. But I also see you being you're a very independent person. You're a very independent person, and you're someone who's just I'm seeing the horns on the ram, right? Like you'll break through barriers if you need to. And hey, good luck is on your side when you do. But I feel like you've had to break through a lot of barriers, which is giving the 9 of Wands energy, where you're a little tired at this point. But in this tiredness, in this self-sovereignty, in this like you being able to govern your own world, right? Your own peace, you're connected with yourself. You're deeply connected with yourself. So let's look at your ancestors. What information can your both of them? Just the bottom one. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So the Elder of Wands is the advice that your ancestors want to say. So like again, right beside the Emperor here, you're not rigid with your structure. You're not someone who is like rigid. I think that maybe there has been points in your life where you've like had to deconstruct this rigidness, but it feels like you're someone who's very in the flow. I see you as being a very strong leader. I see you being as like this is a very masculine reading. So this is very interesting. I'm getting like strong masculine vibe. So this could be your ancestor. Okay, I'm getting a grandfather coming in. Um, and a father for some of you. Oh, I love this energy. I never really experienced this energy so much in my lifetime. So, but I know this energy because my guides are very similar to this. I have really strong, like, masculine guides. Thank God, because I didn't have it in my physical reality. So I feel very honored that there were spirits that, like, masculine spirits that came and was able to, like, really protect me. So I feel very thankful for that. Maybe you feel similarly, but this could be like, if you resonate with this masculine energy, like, this is something that you're exuding as well, right? It's either from a spirit team or your ancestors, or even like you in your DNA. And uh your ancestors are saying you are a strong and quiet leader. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to be um, cocky or flashy or all this shit, right? Like, that. A quiet, strong leader is what will get you to where you need to be. Stand firm in your truth and be quirky. I don't know. There's something like very quirky about your energy, something very like there's something very unique and different about you, and that's what is going to get you to where you need to be. Wherever that is to you. I'm hearing get you to the top of the mountain, to get you to the top of where you need to be. Ooh, I love that. You are highly protected by this grandfather, father energy. So if you resonate with that, like, please let me know in the comments, because yeah, that's coming through really strong. I feel very, I feel very powerful right now. I kind of love it. Okay, so let's move into the spirit team. So what does your spirit team want to say? Yeah, okay. You're really also connected to this apprentice energy of whimsy. You're learning how to be more connected to your emotional side. You're learning that this leadership, this authority that you hold, comes from being able to honor. I'm seeing like I'm getting shivers. This fatherly energy where you can, like, you will protect your children, right? Even if you don't have children, but especially if you do have children. If you don't have children, this is honoring your inner child. If you do have children, this is like someone who will protect your children, like someone who will, in a world that we're in where there has been so much harm, especially to children, this feels very healing. This energy, this feels very healing. Like, there are masculine figures out there that are going to take charge, that are going to protect children at all costs. And I see you and I feel this energy, and I fucking love this energy so much, because oh my god, we need this energy so much more in the world. Like a healed masculine, fuck, that's hot. Like, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna be here to say it. But like a healed masculine that can protect children, that can hold the divine feminine. And again, like, gender is fluid, right? So I say this, and whatever gender you identify with, this is more about like the energetic qualities, the energy that I'm talking about. Someone who is fluid, someone who can be like someone who's so accepting, like, of anything that comes their way. It's like, if someone were to say like, oh, I'm bi, and then like a kid is like, hey dad, like, I'm bisexual, and the dad would just be like, yeah, I knew that. Like, I knew that you were bisexual, and I appreciate you, and I will protect you at all costs, because saying this out loud and coming out and, like, saying that you are bisexual is really difficult in this world, and I trust you and I love you and I want to protect you. Someone who is like so accepting, someone who is so fucking loving. God, I love this energy. You are a wonderful person. You are a wonderful fucking person. I just want to say that to you. Oh my God, we need more people like you out there. That's why you're being called to leadership. That's why you're going to have good luck in this. That's why you're going to stand out. Like you're meant to exude this energy and like stand in this energy, show yourself, because when you stand firm in this love and this vulnerability and you don't have any shame, like you're just shameless and you're just so loving and so authentic, you're gonna change the world. You're gonna change the, oh my god, you're gonna change, I want to cry. You're gonna change the world because your higher self gave you the freaking ton of pentacles. Wow, this reading is so fucking powerful. I like wild. This is so cool. So your higher self is saying like you are so stable. Yeah, you might feel tired. You know, you might feel tired, and this is one of those journeys where it is a tiring journey, but you're learning how to heal those wounds by being and accepting yourself fully, accepting your inner child so that all children are protected, accepting your like your soft side and your structured side and honoring both sides so that you can like accept everyone. You can see everyone. You can call out injustice. You can say that is fake. That is false. That is not true. And people will trust you. You are a very trustworthy person. Yeah, you've made mistakes. You got the Knight of Wands. You've been through it. You've made mistakes, you know? People, you have probably been walked all over, but you know, because you have been, I'm getting like you were bullied when you were younger, or like something to do with like oppressive. There was like an oppressive uh, domination kind of thing happening in your life at one point. But because that happened, you were able to experience it firsthand, and that's what allowed you to become a healed person, because you're like, I never want to be like that. And like, I never want to be like my parents. I never want to be like that messed up, I don't know, there's like some sort of weird icky figure I'm getting. I don't even want to tap into that energy, fuck that. But I can feel your like, I don't want to be like that person. That person messed me up and I don't want to be like that person. That person is not for me. That's not my life. You're separating yourself. You're separating yourself from that hurt, that pain. And when in that separation, you're building stability and you're healing yourself. You're healing so many more people other than yourself. You're healing a lot of people. Did something come out? No. All right, so let's look at the next aligned step. Wow. Holy crap. That's so dope. Okay, so you got the Oracle of Pentacles. Like, are you like, this is amazing. We got the King of Wands and the Oracle of Pentacles. So this is a queen. So you got a king and queen out here. Again, with the Two of Cups, right? So you're learning how to ground things and work in collaboration with others. That very accepting energy is coming through. And the next line step is movement. You're moving towards your purpose so effortlessly, so effortlessly. Like it's just so innate within you. And now that you've really gone through the healing process, you've like, you know, you're tired, you're experiencing all that stuff, you're giving yourself rest, and you're accepting your authenticity of who you are now able to really manifest the things that this world needs. Like, I'm just going to say it out loud. We need people like you because you are so freaking grounded, right? You recognize that you are a separate bee, but you also realize that you are a part of a collective. And you also know that there are other things out there, like there's wasps, there's moths, there's grasshoppers, there's mosquitoes. You recognize that, like, yeah, you might be a bee, and you have your own little collective of people that you resonate with. You're building like a hive with. You're building sweetness. You're building honey with, right? Acceptance and love and all that stuff. And some people might want to come over to your honey. They might want to try and like, like the bear. I'm gonna the bear might come and try to like get your honey. You're still gonna keep building your honey. You're still gonna keep the sweetness going, right? You're gonna protect your honey. I'm seeing like the bees in my mind's eye stinging the bear. Be like, get out of here, bear. This is my honey. So I see you like defending yourself, but not again, not in a needless way. You're not like going around stinging a whole bunch of people needlessly. Like you're only stinging the people or the critters that are attacking it, right? Like the bear is going out and attacking the honey. Does it also mean the bear's wrong? No, the bear just wants honey, right? You also are someone I can like, you're very interesting with your energy. Like you see both sides, but you also recognize that you recognize that okay, here we go. You are recognizing that your honey is important to protect. And again, this is metaphorically speaking, right? So take it how it applies. Like, what is your honey? What are you building? What are you manifesting? Because whatever it is you're manifesting, it's going places. Period. It's going places. People are hearing you about you. They're listening to you. They're seeing you. And you're like this trust that you're building with like your audience, the trust that you're building with the people that are closest to you, everything like that. It's being very, very much recognized and admired. So I think you really need to hear that and you really need to know that. Good luck is on your side. Okay? I'm sending you so much love. I'm going to end it here. It would, again, really mean a lot to me if you like, shared, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time.